All right. So, in my playing, I've finally unlocked the Griffin Marauder. Hopefully that's how it's pronounced. I put this decals and paint job on it. You can do some cars. When you get this option, which I suggest you get as fast as possible, is the vehicle delivery option. Or else you'll just be looking for cars all the time. You only get a few cars. You will get these two are DLC cars. This is not. This is a DLC car. This is not. This is the Marauder. You can see it talks about how the speed and it's the fastest car. I like it. This is not, but you're never going to use it. The Duke also is good. But make note of the classes. So we have street cars here. Okay. Sports class and exotic class. And that's important when it comes to racing for two reasons. Because if you want to get this car, well, first, I'll show you this. I think I'm about the halfway point in the game, maybe. But when you go to your assets, Burke is here. He's from early on in the game. You'll get him. I don't want to go into a story to ruin it for anybody, but he is over in this area, Pontiac, Verdun. And you want to progress his storyline as fast as you can, so you get this option. That's the free delivery. And from the cars that you have available in here, these are the only cars you're going to be able to modify and upgrade. It's good and bad because if you ever need a car, it doesn't cost anything. You just hit this and boom, and the guy will deliver you the car and the exact way it was when you had it. So if I leave this paint job and everything like it is, it stays this way. If I ever want to change it, I simply go to one of these. There's about, I don't know, 5 or 6 of these around the map, maybe more. Big Rick's Custom Auto. You simply just drive up, and then you hit down on the D-pad, and then you can go through the modifications. Some will be immediately available, and some are only available from doing the races. And again, whatever you do there, it saves the car in that state. Now, if you want to get this car, which basically has pretty much the best handling and the speed, the only thing that sucks about this car is the durability, but if you're careful driving, you're not going to have to worry about it. But for the races, you have to win 12 total races to get this car, and you don't have to get the track record in the races, but you have to get first place. There's 2 types of races, okay? There's exotic class races. There's 5 of them. And then there's and the icon is this, that little like almost like a Porsche symbol, I guess you could say, but it's like a crown instead. And then there's these, which say like 500 and a little flag, and that's the sports class. Now, I'm going to show you. Basically, you can win those as soon as races become available to you. You can do them all, finish first and everything, and you'll get this car. But the races are also a very good way to get money, especially this one, which is the first race that will unlock for you. Let me turn that off. It's a very good way to make money. Very good way. Early on. This race here, it's a small figure 8. It is the first race that unlocks also. It's 3 laps, and you can see it can be done in like a minute and 53 seconds. And you make, if you do that, you'll get 1,500 if you finish first place. So, you know, within 5-10 minutes, you're going to have a lot of money. And money is not easy to come by, at least for me so far. As you can see, I only get like 2,000 right now from each boss. So to get 50, and that's when, you know, when I do this, I forget how long it takes. It takes some little time to get, but regardless, it's a very quick way to get money. Now, the races. You would think the races are all about, you know, maneuvering and speed and doing, you know, doing the race. I don't want to do those because they're just so long. Let me try to find two, plus the areas where I want. It will go to this one here, so I can show you the car as well. Thing is a beast, but the cars you want to do it with. See, I think this is the one I'm looking for right here. If it's not, it's not, but we'll do a little test. For all of the exotic races, this may not be it, but this guy's probably going to call the cops. We'll see. I'll be out of here before she can call. Blam, got him. But you can beat all of these races, especially the exotic races. There's going to be two cars you'll be looking for that will make beating these races easy. At least getting first place. To getting the track record, you're going to need to get upgrades to your car. So don't feel bad. If you want to just unlock this car, I didn't want to do that. I'm just trying to show the side view. If you want to unlock this car, all you got to do is get first place in all 12 races. And again, 5 of them are exotic class cars. This is considered an exotic class. And 7 are sports. The exotic ones, you'll be able to find. You're always going to want to be using the DeLeo Stiletto or the DeLeo 58. You can win all of the exotic races with those two cars. You just got to find them. Where they can be found. Fresco Fields is where you will always find DeLeo Stiletto. On the 58, if you wanted the 58, which I think looks better to me, is always in River Row. But if you have a choice between, if I'm going to tell you which one to use, I would use for the races the 58. I mean, I would use the DeLeo Stiletto. And we will go get one right now just so I can show you, and we'll do a race. Just so I can show you how much of a pain it is. This is the Stiletto. There we go. But this car is a beast. But you see, I'm still in Fresco Fields. Now I will show you. Alright, so we'll go to the race closest to here for the exotic class, which is this one. But yeah, this is what the Stiletto looks like in Fresco Fields. It has kind of a double light in the front, and the back is like this. Now, does it have... It has Speedstone tires, so I guess that's one thing to... Does it say Stiletto on the side? It does, but it's kind of hard to read. At least for me. Yeah, it says Stiletto on the side. So you get... It's right below... It has two little bars on the thing. Alright. Search is called off. So yeah, you look for those two lines. It says Stiletto. The front is kind of like angled down. It's a nice car. I like it. I wish I could have it in my fleet and customize it. But this is uncustomized. This car is a monster. It's great handling. Top speed. It goes... Top speed is like 127 miles per hour. So now what I will show you how to keep both cars, a good sports car and an exotic car. So we'll do a exotic race, and they always start you in the back. Now the car in the front is always going to be the problem car. It's just the way it is. So I know that car, the black car in the front, is the problem car. So what you want to do is ram the other cars. It's risky, but it's usually the only way you can get them out of there. As you can see, even though I have a faster car than those cars. I know what cars they are. Mine's faster. So first we got to get rid of 2 and 3, or at least pass them. And take any shortcuts you can. See that? He knocked me right into the thing. Stuff like that, don't even do it. Just restart the race. Don't waste your time. Restart it. Because you basically get like one small error per race. And I mean very small, like you skim a tree or another car. If you crash, you're pretty much guaranteed not to win the race. And it's always the same cars you race against, like these same models. So I don't know why that is, but it is. All right. Oh, finally. So we got past that guy. Good. Off to a good start. The second car is risky, but any shortcut you can take, you try to take it. I tried to ram him there. So he's done. So now this is the guy that's the problem. And it's not just a problem when you pass them, because they get like turbo boosts and shit. You'll see what he does. So when you pass the guy, stuffed them. You saw that? I stuffed. You gotta watch the rear view mirror. When they try to pass you, you switch to that lane. So that's the one trick. You want to watch the rear view mirror for them occasionally, and when you see one approaching, which they will, as he's doing right now, switch to whatever lane they are attempting to pass you in. It sounds like a simple thing to do. It is not. See what he did there? But I got him. You see that? You got it. You have to do these things, or they will pass you 100%. Even if you're going full speed and making every turn perfectly, they don't care. And you see, boom, won the race. That's 1,500, done deal. And then you can finish the race, okay? And I still have my Stiletto. So, what you would do, say you just won that race, and now you want to do a sports race, but you don't want to lose your Stiletto, right? Because, you know, we've been looking for this damn thing. It took a long time to find it. So what you do is this. You go to the sports car race with the Stiletto. And again, I got, you know, that race, you just got to get lucky, man. You get a good lead on them, and don't let them pass you. Ram them at every chance you can. If you see them in the rearview mirror coming up on the right, you go to that lane and block them. It's all about blocking them from passing you, because if you don't, they will pass you. So if you're just driving like you would a normal race, it doesn't work. They're going to pass you. And then when they pass you, it's really hard to catch them up again. Unless you get on a turn, I'm telling you. So you see here, I will go here. You see, it says sports class only. So, but I don't want to lose the Stiletto. So what I would simply do park the Stiletto here, and I will call in the drifter. Okay? And this is how you're going to do it. You always want to do this with the exotic car. So now it's going to switch the focus. That car is no longer tracked, but it's there. And I'm going to get, you know, he's going to give me my drifter. So now I can do this race, but I still have my Stiletto there. So all you're going to do, I'll show you this race too, is go here, and the drifter is good for these races. You're going to start your race. Same thing applies for these races. So now it should be a little bit easier because usually your car is going to be better than theirs usually. But the same thing applies. Like I'm going to be trying to ram them like I just did that guy to get him out of there. That's the only way to get him out. And any corners you can get an advantage on, do it. Like that's the only time you're going to be able to pass them is during like. And I screwed that one up because they put a little wall there. See, something like that, I just restart it. There's no point in me doing it again because the chances of you catching back up to that guy is pretty slim. Because remember, that number one car is always going to be a bastard, bro. He's always going to be. And it's always the same car. Like, that guy, he's got a fin on his car. Like, that's going to do anything. Nothing. So, again, we're going to go around this clown here, at least for this race. Cut the corner, because that is the only... This guy, we may be able to clip him. Careful here. I got it this time. There we go. Now we just got to keep him from passing us. And like I said, you just go to the lane that they're trying to go to, bro. Whatever lane they're trying to go to, you go to it. Sometimes if it's light, you can see the headlights. It's all about blocking them from getting in that lane. Because once they get in that lane, if you see it, I'm getting them good here because they're really trying to pass me. And if they pass you, you're pretty much not going to be able to get this is a problem right here. So he's trying to pass. It messes them up when you do that. So you really want to watch where you're driving because this is a really not good area as far as like that turn was terrible. You can see I'm watching the rear view mirror. I'm blocking whatever lane they're trying to go to. They don't like it. Nothing they can do about it. If you watch carefully, it really messes them up when you do that too. So you always want to make sure to block whatever lane like that. Oh, he was trying to go there. I don't let him do it. And now he dropped back. But he's going to try. They will keep doing it. They will continue to keep getting speed boosts and try to get you. See, he's going there again. See, he tried it again. He went that way to the right lane and then to the left. See, and then this guy. See. You got to be a master of switching lanes, bro. It's all about lane control in the races. I'm not even joking. As you can see, they're like really pissed off because I'm lane blocking them. But that is what you got to do if you want to win. Doesn't matter how fast you go. That screws you right there. That I don't know how the hell I hit that. Now you'll see that was bullshit. But you saw what I was doing. I was lane blocking him like I'll do this guy. That's the number one car. So he's I'm not going to be able to win this race just because I may be able to get some of it. Oh, that was not good. I blocked him off. He was trying to pass me. I'll never be able to catch that guy. It's not going to happen. But you understand what I'm doing here. Oh, I don't know how I hit that. See that? I came all the way across in lane block. Had I not hit that bullshit pole, I would have won. But that's what you want to do. You want to control the lanes, okay? Say I won that race, okay? I would do done, okay? And now I want to move on to the exotic race. But I'm going to go back here. You know why? Because my Stiletto should still be here. See? So bang. I get out. I reclaim the Stiletto. Because I can always call in the Drifter again. It's not a big deal. But the Stiletto is a big deal. And then from here, I would go to the next exotic race and do the same things. But it's all about, like I said, lane control, blocking them. If you can't block them, you want to ram them with the car. Sometimes it's going to work for you. Sometimes it's not. If you get an early mistake early in the race, just exit the race and quit it. But these are the cars you want. The Drifter, you're going to have, just upgrade it, like in Rick's Auto Shop, like I said, the best you can, top speed and all that. And then for the exotic races, just get a Delio Stiletto, like this, and then just keep swapping them like this. When you win the exotic race, now I would drive to an exotic race. When I win it, I simply call in when I win the exotic race, I would drive to, like I did here, where the next sports car race is, because there's more, and just park the Stiletto right next to it. Then I would call in a sports car, the Drifter, use the Drifter, beat that race. Then I would drive back to the starting part of that point of that race, grab the Stiletto, go to the next exotic, and before you know it, you're going to have the Marauder unlocked. It's that simple. But the races, like I said, are all about, you need a fast car and a good car. Like these two, I think are good, especially this one. But you need to do the tactics that I was doing, lane blocking. So when you do get ahead, look behind. When you see them going to one lane, immediately go to that lane. They're going to try to go to the other lane, and they will drop back. But it doesn't matter how much of a lead you have on the car, unless the car, by some chance, you ram them and gets destroyed, then it can't come back. But I've had it where I've knocked them, and they're not even, you can't even see them. And then all of a sudden, blam! Here they come out of nowhere when you're right towards the, they seem to do it towards the end. Right towards the finish line, and boom, they come flying. And if they pass you, you let them pass you, you will lose. So, those are my tips for the racing, and hopefully you do get the Marauder. It's not as good as, which is the next car I'm going to be working on. This one, I think this is probably the best car in the game. Other than the Marauder, these are the best two, but it has much better durability than the Marauder. The Marauder can only take like 2 or 3 hits, but for as far as driving around, that's the car I'm going to use. But this is the next one. I got to secure Tikfor Harbor to unlock this, which is already a mission for me, so I'm going to be working on that. But as far as the races, again, good strategy. That's how you do it. That's the cars to use, and hopefully you get it done, and then you get your Marauder. And then you'll see.
Point done, and I need a new set of wheels.
Just gonna take a squirt. I'll get her right to you.
And see, it despawned my Stiletto because you can only have 2 at a time, I guess. But boom, here's my Marauder back the way I had it, and
4 wheels and an engine.
all is good.
Appreciate it.
And then once you unlock the other upgrades for the cars, I'll show you those right now. Then you can start working on the track records. Okay? So don't worry about, just worry about getting first in all the races. If you want to get the track records, you need these things, which I don't have them unlocked yet, but I will show you them. From the madman with the van. You need this stuff. The vehicle up modifications from here. Once you get these, like the suspension, the armor is optional, but it can be, but the drivetrain upgrade, you don't need the bulletproof, you don't need the body kit really. The supercharger, drivetrain, suspension, and armor. Once you get these, then you, which I'm going to work on, then you can start working on knocking out the track records. And the track records are just going to unlock extra options for you in the Rick's Auto, like some of the superchargers and stuff. But for me, those don't seem to do anything. The ones in here are just for cosmetic. There's only one upgrade in here in the shop, and that is the gear ratio. To go from normal to top speed to top acceleration, and it shows you that. Let's go there and I'll show you that really quickly. That's the only upgrade. Everything else is purely cosmetic. Here, I think I can knock this fence down good. Alright, and this is what I'm talking about. This is the only upgrade that does anything. This. The gear ratio, because you, as you can see on the right, you can see the numbers being adjusted. You see that? How they go up or down? I prefer top speed, but you can do whatever you want. It comes with the default, but these are the only ones that affect stats that I know of, other than the other ones you have to get from the van. Because as you see, like I have there's a super, I don't like the way the supercharger thing looks on here, this kit. It's just a kit. But you see, it's not changing anything. There's no stats being adjusted. So I don't think it does anything. Same with the body kits. You know, these are just cosmetic things I could add, but they don't do anything, and they cost a lot of money. Same with the wheels. Like, I've tried off-road wheels for, like, you know, driving for the off-road. It didn't make any difference. So I think even the wheels are just, it didn't give me better handling. I think just the wheels are cosmetic as well, because you can see, you would think it would switch the handling or something up and down. It does nothing. Just, you know, whatever ones you want to put on there. And the other thing I wanted to show, maybe this one doesn't have it available. Yeah, it doesn't, but I did want to change the wheels on this too. Yeah, I like these better. I really would like these. I just don't have them unlocked. Let's throw these on here, see how they look. Pretty cool to me. But again, whatever you select sticks. Yeah, I like those. So I want to show you the other options. Like, they have a bunch of exhausts and stuff, but again, it doesn't change any stats here. I know the other ones from the other guy changes stuff, but if you see, I'll call in another car. I'll call in my my Berkeley Stallion.
On a line. Just getting her warmed up.
Easy, sir. I'm going to my car, please. This car I really like. I really like the way it looks. This looks awesome in black. This is like a really awesome car. But you'll see here, I may take the exhaust off this just because it does nothing. Again, only the gear ratio is changing actual stats. Exhaust, although cool looking, again is just cosmetic. It does not, you know, I'd like to have some of them, but it doesn't do anything. Like, no stats are being changed, as you can see. So, I'm actually going to take that off. Honestly, I don't want it anymore. I think it looks cleaner like this. And the wheels, I'm gonna go back to what I had, which were, I think it was these wheels. I really like these wheels. I think. Yeah. Yeah, those wheels are cool. Yeah, so yeah, it doesn't change any of the stats other than what was. This is a badass car, yeah. This one just didn't look right in black. I would love this in black. White, it looked pretty good, so I would maybe do it in white. And I'd have to lose the racing stripe, obviously. But the paint job on this is super expensive. It's like, look at $6,000. Screw it. I'm thinking I'm going to do it and yank the decal. I got a clean machine here. But yeah, those don't change any stats. They just, I think, make the car look cooler. This one I think looks really good. The Marauder looks pretty damn good in white, at least to me, and I love those tires. And that's it. I mean, it's already too long a video, but that's my strategies, what does what, as far as like upgrades and stuff. That's it.